Hey, Cougar fans, we're here with head coach Travis Traphagen of the University of Sioux Falls women's basketball team, who recorded an 87-54 win over Minot tonight here at the Stewart Center. The Cougars moved to 9-1 on the season, 3-1 in the NSIC. They sit tied for second in the South Division. Coach, talk about the win tonight and what you guys did right.
You know, we just had a nice bounce back from a pretty tough weekend last weekend, losing pretty badly to a great Winona team. You know, and tonight we kept the game plan pretty simple. You know, Minot came with a different type of zone, you know, kind of some full court pressure. And not that we completely struggled with it in the first half, but our flow wasn't great. So, you know, I believe we were up 12 points at half and still felt like, hey, they were still definitely in a basketball game. And third quarter was probably the key to the game, that we came out on a big run and took that lead from probably 12 to 25 in a hurry. So it was just good. I think something that we struggled a lot with in the Winona game here last week was our ball screen defense, and I thought tonight it was tremendous. I thought our kids, you know, if it was a focus level, I don't think we changed a whole lot of what we do, but again, sometimes you got to be able to get knocked down a little bit to be able to understand what needs to improve. So very, very impressed with the overall effort. It wasn't a perfect game, but again, there's no such thing as a perfect game in basketball. So again, you know, I was shocked to see when I got the box score at the end that Varsho had 30. I mean, I thought that was a pretty quiet 30. And again, she passed up a lot. You know, we really talked about this week of the word poise, just trying to take better shots instead of the first good available one. And all in all, again, you know, we finished a little bit better inside. Tonight, I'd probably be really excited about what we did. We probably missed too many layups inside, but again, I would say nobody's trying to miss a layup. It's just something that we got to focus on and get a little bit better with.
Now, you mentioned Taylor scoring 30. That's the first time in the Division II era that a USF women's player scored over 30. That's pretty impressive effort. Along the way, she hit 6 threes, tying a career high. So not only did she have a career high in points, but she did it getting 6 rebounds and 5 dimes along the way. Talk about her performance.
You know, Varsho is one of those kids that, as each game goes on, I'll get a tear in my eye because I know I got to replace her at some point. But she just, I mean, she did everything that we asked of her tonight. You know, she scored 30. She probably could have had 40 for the number of sometimes the shots that she takes. But she bought into what we had talked about this Minot team, the way they play this 1-1-3 and try to press you. You know, they really want to try to speed you up and shoot quick shots. And I thought, you know, early we kind of looked, you know, it wasn't great. We didn't have great flow with what we're doing. But once we kind of figured it out, I think there were some times that we just said, hey, you know, take it over. And, you know, the funny thing, the ball finds great players. But then also we got to say that ball's got to be able to get to Varsho. You know, I thought Maddie Robson had a great floor game. I thought Marie had a good floor game. I thought Lexi Lee came in. A great shooter, came in and knocked down a couple threes with what we did. So all in all, again, I'm happy because we had 1 or 2 things that we could have done, you know, coming off last week. You know, do you second guess yourself of not playing well? You know, do you forget about it and move forward? And I just thought that's what our kids did. I mean, it wasn't great, you know, in the first probably 12 minutes of the game, but we kind of figured it out. You know, anytime you're up 12 at half, and like I said, that lead kind of blew up in a hurry in that third quarter, and it was really with great defense, you know, and transition offense. It was kind of fun to watch that third quarter. I mean, we got out and probably got about 10, 12 transition layups that, you know, we were really flying down the floor. So when we do that, we're a pretty good team.
One other thing, Taylor had the ball for 32 minutes in her hand a lot, just 1 turnover, so I think that speaks well to the kind of game she played. And then Allison Klostergaard came up with 10 points and 9 rebounds. She had 3 steals in 23 minutes. She also played.
She played great, you know, and she's one of those ones I was kind of tough on tonight because I just thought a lot of things go through her when people zone us. You know, she's that kid that has to do a good job of when the ball is at the mid-post area, make great decisions because she can attack and she can shoot. You know, and I kind of challenged her in the first half, and I was really proud of how she came back in the second half, where had a couple great steals. And she's the one kid on our team that, if we use the term, rebounding out of your area. You know, that's one thing. When she goes and gets balls, you're like, man. Now sometimes we got to have a little bit more poise. When she gets it, she always wants to start the fast break, but boy, when she does, you know, we're pretty fast. So, you know, she kind of provides some of that toughness and some of that energy that we have. So, really kind of proud of the effort that she had, because anytime you about have a double-double on a team that, quite honestly, in zones, this and that she crashed the old glass, but it's a little bit harder on the defensive end. You know, is they weren't as big, but they did it. Minot did a real nice job of crashing. I guess hence how we got some transition baskets out there as well.
Quickly, tomorrow afternoon you play Mary. Talk about them real quick.
Mary, well, if my correction is, well, my math is right, I think that's the only team that I haven't beaten since we've been in the Northern Sun. They got a young lady named Brittany Dietz, 5'10" wing that, you know, I'm going to put right out there with Varsho, that you know, she'll be a tough one to stop. They run a lot of things through her. And another young lady, Hannah Larson, kid out of Bismarck Century High School, kid that we recruited, is a load, 6 foot, can shoot it, put it on the floor. So, and then they surround it with a lot of shooters. But when you see their starting lineup, they're going to go 6'1", 6 foot, 5'10", 5'9". You know, so they're going to be quite a bit bigger than what we are. So we're going to have to do a nice job of being physical, keeping them off the glass. You know, but I'm anticipating. I don't know if athletically, I don't make it sound bad. I don't know if they can definitely keep up with us. So I guess where I'm going with that is I'm anticipating probably seeing some zone tomorrow. So it's really nice coming off a game here tonight where 80% of the game was zone, that we can work on some zone offense as well.
Thanks, Trap. Congratulations.
Thanks, Dan.
Taylor, talk about tonight's win, and you had a personal best, 30 points. You dished out 5 assists and had 6 rebounds and tied a career high with 6 threes. Talk about the game and the importance of coming back and picking up a win tonight.
You know, we stressed all week at practice just to go back to our normal tendencies, and you know, coming from a 40-point loss against Winona, you know, it kind of lit some fire under our butt a little bit, and you know, we came in practice ready to go, and I think, you know, we in the Winona game, we kind of were on our heels the whole entire game, and I think today and tonight we punched first, and we've been stressing that all year long. Bury them, punch them first, you know, get out and go, and I think, you know, we went back to kind of our old self a little bit, where, you know, we were poised on offense, we were getting stops on defense, we were in the passing lanes, we were in the gaps, you know, just those little things that lead to even bigger things. And you know what, we ended up with a W tonight, so that's the biggest key for us.
One last thing, talk about your teammates. A lot of people got into the action. Allison Klostergaard had 10 points and 9 rebounds, so talk about.
You know, it starts with all 17 of us, whether it's in practice, whether it's, you know, the bench cheering us on. You know, we've been stressing all year. It starts with every single one that suits up every single night. And, you know, it's huge for us, you know, to battle in practice, to be challenged in practice, to, you know, split up the top team and go against and kind of fight a little bit against each other. You know, that just makes us better people on and off the court. And, you know, we went back to, you know, kind of preseason a little bit this week, where we did, you know, butt heads and split up the teams and, you know, go at each other. And I think that just makes us a better team in general, and that makes us a stronger and more close-knit family on and off the court again. And so, you know, tonight we went back to Cougar women's basketball again, and, you know, we have a special team, and we have a chance to go pretty far if, you know, we stay to the little things and the tendencies that we have.
Thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you.